Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to what is now the TJ Money Show. So,
I'm Tamaris Reynolds.
and I am Janae, aka Money Murphy. So, what we learned is that T Money is being used by a whole bunch of people. And so, we decided to go in a different direction with the name of the channel just to kind of make it unique. So, going forward, we will go by
TJ Money.
Yeah.
Right?
So this is episode 3 now, and we're talking about rocking the boat, identifying leaks in your spending. So, Tamaris, what do you think about that?
I think, it depends on what kind of boat you have. When you're younger, you have time to find the leaks in the boat because the boat is bigger. And, you're not going to sink as fast. But when you're older, your boat is a lot smaller. So you got to find those holes quick or you're going to drown real fast. So it's good to start young. In other words, what I'm saying when it comes to your spending habits, like we talked about in episode 1 as far as the 90-day rule, you can go back and review that. Like we said, that's a great starting point. But the key is you want to definitely find it fast because you definitely don't want to learn how to swim while you're drowning, if that makes sense.
Cool. So what you're saying is that you want to identify the leaks early.
Early, right.
Versus later.
Right.
Cool. And just as I was sharing with you earlier, when it comes to spending, a lot of times if people don't assign their dollars or their money to go in a specific place, then they wind up throwing it into like this big black hole. And so the same thing, goes here. If you don't have a plan for how you want to spend your money,
right,
then most likely when you get to the end of the month, you're going to be wondering, where the heck did my money go? Yeah.
And I think a lot of people, and I guess that was the term, a lot of people end up with more month than money. So we definitely want to help you have, more money at the end of the month, if that makes sense. But yeah, like Janae was saying, give your dollars assignments, tell them where to go so you'll know where they went. Because if you don't tell them where to go, like she was saying, you'll never know where they went. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. That's my 2 cents.
So yeah, just as you was sharing earlier, the 90-day rule really helps you start to get a plan around how you want to spend your money. And then also what I have done in the past is keep like a spending journal,
right,
or just have a sheet where you kind of record and write down everything you spend each day. So that way you at least know where your money is going. Because some people, they get confused about how to create a budget.
Yeah. And
they think that it's this long drawn out process. It's really not. It's really just what you spend your money on a daily basis. So you can do a journal. You can do a 1-page sheet. And then there are apps out there that you can download for free in your mobile store to track your spending.
Right. And don't get a budget confused with a lot of times when people hear budget, they think that they have to limit their spending. A good way to look at a budget is think about a stop sign. When you're driving the car, you got to come to the stop sign, and you have to look to the left, and you have to look to the right. And the purpose of that is so you don't get blindsided.
Right. That's
good.
Good.
So it's just protecting you. So in other words, you don't get blindsided by something, and you're always prepared. So definitely just think of a budget as at a stop sign, and you're looking both ways so you don't get hit.
That's cool. And honestly, if you look up the definition of a budget is just a tool. It's meant to help you plan for the future. That's it. And that's all. Nothing more and nothing less. So when you have that understanding, it's less abrasive and it's less intimidating, I guess. So, yeah. So thank you all for tuning in, and be sure to catch us next week. In the evening for Money After Dark, we'll be debuting our 4th episode. So thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night.
Take it easy.